Welcome back, everybody, and hello. Stress has been an epidemic for a very long time, and this has been magnified by all the lockdowns and the fears that are connected to the COVID-19 pandemic. Eastern medicine's strength is relieving stress and controlling stress symptoms. So today I'm having coffee with my friend and the doctor of Eastern medicine, Natalia Plotkin. Welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit and chat with me and kind of give us some insights of and information that maybe I and our viewers may not necessarily be privy to. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your background?
Thank you, Beata. Thank you for having me here. And it's true, it's kind of very stressful time for everybody, for us, for the kids, for women and men. But I slowly see how all my patients and my friends, how everybody gets more stressed out and demotivated.
Right.
And I've been practiced Chinese medicine for over 10 years. And before that, I practiced Qigong. I was a Qigong teacher. I'm still doing Qigong. I've been collecting a lot of different type of meditation, breathing techniques for over 20 years. And now actually I can put everything together and show to my patients, my friends, and everybody who asks for help. I'm putting all the methods depends on personality, and I'm sharing this with everybody
The
I know,
world.
so I can
So
share
a
some
very
techniques.
holistic, all-inclusive
holistic.
approach to
Correct.
treatment.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I'm just going to dive into the questions. Can you talk a little bit about the kind of the symptoms you're seeing in your patients after it, like through recently? This is like the post-pandemic or during the pandemic. People have come out of lockdown. A lot of people are still kind of safer at home and quarantining. What symptoms have you seen in your patients?
The biggest one is the fear and anxiety. And the Chinese medicine, fear connect with the kidney energy. So a lot of people have low back pain and a lot of fear. Anxiety connect with the lungs. And in the lungs, they have a breathing, palpitation, more heartbeat. People cannot fall asleep easily like before. Kids very stressed out. A lot of young girls have issues with menstrual cycles. Boys are very stressed, and the parents stressed because now, as you know, guys, you're all sitting together under one roof and kids are at home. So there are a lot of anxiety, depression, heart palpitation, pain, and also sleeping issues. Yes.
Right, right. So, what are some of the what are some of the effective ways to kind of manage stress in these circumstances? A lot of us are still quarantining. A lot of us are still not going places. So, besides the obvious reasons, eat well, sleep, exercise, are there things we can do to manage the stress level?
Okay, one of the best one, hire motivational life coach. Like what I do with my patients, you motivate your parents first, and then parents motivate the kids. Also for the kids, it's a lot of exercises so they can go outside, walk, breathing exercises, technique, and of course staying positive. It's a very strong immunity if a person stays positive and the parents stay positive, that everything the kids are copying you guys.
Positivity is key. But for those that can't hire a motivational coach, there's a lot of families that are struggling financially right now. What could they do?
Okay, number one is of course exercises. So what's going on when most the gyms are closed and the yoga studios are closed, and that means in the Chinese medicine, qi, what the energy that stuck, creates depression and stagnation. So we need to move. Even if people don't want to move, they can turn on YouTube videos. There is a lot of good exercises. They can at least 10 minutes a day already makes more than they do 1 hour a week. Just 10 minutes a day jumping,
Right.
get some exercises, some fresh air, it already makes a lot. The second one is breathing exercises, especially when they get some anxiety, and anxiety is like coming a lot right now. It's the breathing techniques when you're breathing and kind of on 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, and breathe out on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like inhale and exhale exercises. That's the number one for calming your mind and bringing your awareness back.
Yeah, I kind of
to
really
home.
love this. Breathe in on a count of 4, breathe out on a
We can
count.
try. You want
Let's
to
do
try?
it.
Let's do it. Breathe one count. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. And then you breathe again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, and inhale.
Wow.
Feel it?
Yeah, I definitely feel the
Calmness.
stillness. Yes, instantly. And that's just from a couple of breaths.
It's the mind goes where your breath goes, and that's what I like about qigong. Qi is energy, gong is movement of your energy. Even if you can't exercise, even a person can just home and cannot go out, just by sitting slowly and feeling your body and scanning energy, like you feel your toes, then you go up to your leg, you feel your knees, thigh, you feel your whole body, you go up and down, and scanning your energy already makes the movement energy in your body, and that's already you do something.
So my next question is really, breathing is a type of meditation, right? So for some of us who are really not good at sitting in silence to meditate, because, meditation is one of the ways to control stress. Can you give us some techniques or some other forms where we can meditate other than just sitting still and hum, which does not work? I start thinking about all these other thoughts, everything flies,
Do you like to dance?
flies. I love dancing.
One of my favorite meditation I called dancing meditation. You have to close your eyes, you put on your favorite music, and you just start moving. The way, and you just don't think about it, you just move the way the music moves your body. This is one of the best meditation ever. And it also start feeling serotonin coming out, your euphoria coming off your body if you totally go with it. It's one of the best.
Dancing meditation.
Yes.
Wow. I absolutely love dancing, and you've known me for a long time. It is my thing. But I never thought about just dancing in my bedroom.
Yes, and you have to close your eyes.
Close your eyes completely
But
by
be
yourself.
also careful about what's
Yeah.
surrounding. So don't
have an accident.
Yeah, if you just start slowly and moving, you can look up some little bit.
And what do you do with the thoughts that come in?
Thoughts, what the thoughts are. Thoughts, it's always about the past or about the future. Thoughts are never in the present. And all the spiritual books and teachers and everything we know, it's all about, they all talk about the thoughts. Like if we in the moment of the present, there are no thoughts. So even if people, they think about, what I do with my patients, I put a little reminder, like you put a rubber band on your wrist, and every hour you ask yourself where you are, what you're doing, and then push the rubber band and hit yourself if you are not present. So with this little method, by hitting the wrist, you send a signal to your brain, come back. And the more you work with this technique, better you can come back to the present, because only in the present the mind can think. In the present we're happy. Only in the present is the light and the love and the God and happiness.
Give me an example. If you were wearing that rubber band right now and you snapped it, what would your...
Okay, for example, I'm cooking something, and always when a woman cook, they come somewhere like, what I've done this, or where I have to put my kids, or I haven't done that, like your thoughts are somewhere.
Yeah, you're doing a
and
million
you
other
start
things.
feeling like kind of anxiety in that moment. Something is that means that you're not present. It means that your mind took you to the place of before or after. It's not right now, but the happiness happens only in the power of now, in the moment of now. So you feel if something's going on. Okay, remind, oh, I have something on my wrist. You push it and boom, it hurts a little bit, goes to your brain. Okay, come back. And you start, oh, I'm just cooking a dish. What I'm doing? I'm cutting my vegetables. I'm cutting my leaves. Like you always, then you doing what you're doing. If you're taking shower, you don't think about what you're going to do after. You just take a shower, you feel the water, you feel the moment of now. This is the best reminder for people to come back to the present, because in the present moment there's no thoughts.
So if I was to snap my rubber band right now, I would say, I'm sitting here with Dr. Plotkin talking about stress management, feeling absolute joy and exhilaration from this experience, and drinking coffee. Does that
Absolutely
seem...
correct. Absolutely correct.
Wow,
So
that's very powerful.
Snap gets you back into the power of now. But even Eckhart Tolle, he has a great book, The Power of Now. This is one of my favorite books, and all he talks about the power of that moment, and that moment is now. Because if you see at the moment of now, we are healthy. We
Right.
just had lunch, or
Right.
we have an amazing environment. We are not sick.
We are here.
We're here, and this is what it is, and that's how we have to take our life, moment by moment by moment. We only unhappy if we think about what we didn't do before or we have to do in the future. And if you think about this big, this is exactly what it is. And all the power, all the books, everything, it's all about how to get back to your present moment.
So in the present, there's no stress.
No
The
stress.
stress is in the future or in the past.
Absolutely correct.
Makes absolute sense. Absolute sense.
That's why acupuncture works so well when I put needles in people and I put the guiding meditation or music. They can't move, and I put the best points for them to increase serotonin and euphoric level of the points. And they, for 10 minutes, they go to the power of now, to the moment, and then when they come back, they have this totally different feelings of than before when they came totally stressed. It also works like 10-15 minutes.
So for those that are still skeptical about acupuncture and are afraid of the needles, what would you say? What would you say to these people?
Okay, in the beginning, I do tuning forks acupuncture. I have a different tuning forks, and that's vibrations. It's very high, powerful vibration forks, and I put instead of the needles, I go on vibrational points, and they vibrate to your DNA level. So there's amazing. And then I slowly start with very tiny, tiny needles. They don't feel it at all, with one or two. And that's why slowly processing, they get into acupuncture. If they totally not gonna do acupuncture, there is a lot of different things I do. I can scan the body. First of all, what I do when you come to my office, I scan the body and take a picture, and I'll see where alignments are. And then I do cranial therapy. I do myofascial release. It's like work with hands for an hour, put your body back very slowly, very nicely back in the shape, and relieve all the knots and everything, like trigger points.
Counteract the symptoms of the stress.
Oh yes, there's so many methods we can do. So it depends on personality. And the last one, I have herbs. I'm an herbalist, so there's so many good herbs. They calm you down. And especially for you, because it's like in a boutique style. It's not like
They're
you go
customized.
to the store and based on your tongue diagnosis, your post diagnosis, the questions, your body, I diagnose you, and I make the special formula just only for you
So,
that calms you down and brings you, makes you more
so
happier.
acupuncture is not the only way. There's many other ways to
There's
control your
many other
stress.
ways, of course, but acupuncture is one of the very ancient very old traditional way of healing mind, body, and spirit. It's been for over 1,000 years. It just came here for like last 10, 20 years, but in Asia, it's been for over 1,000 years.
Wow.
Cupping are the best method. Even your kids love
Yeah,
cupping. You bring your
absolutely. They
children.
do. They love cupping.
Yes,
They
cupping
ask
for
for
kids.
it.
Yes, I grew up on cupping. I grew up on herbs and medicine. So for me, it's normal that we don't take antibiotics. We take antibiotics from the body, like garlic, oregano oil, all herbs. We don't push antibiotics in the kid's body. We heal organically,
Wow.
alternative.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I guess whatever the necessity is to relieve stress, it's always, in my perspective, probably better to try naturally before.
Absolutely.
So obviously, the biggest question on a lot of parents' minds right now is the well-being, emotional and physical state of their children right now with the lockdowns, the quarantines, the kind of the homeschooling or distance learning. Every parent is concerned about their child not being able to see their friends when they want, not having the usual social life. From the techniques that you've mentioned before, the breathing, the walking, the dancing, what can children do, or what can we do with kids to help them manage their stress as well? And what can we expect from this?
Okay.
Loaded question, I know.
Okay. If you see the generations they coming right now on our planet, kids are totally different from generation before. If I don't know if you ever heard of indigo children, crystal children,
A
they're all
little bit,
different.
a little
Okay,
bit.
so those children right now are very aware of everything what's going on. They very sensitive and they catch very quick all the sensation, all the environment. Of course, number one, I'm saying it's all up to parents. If there's stability in the family, if if the parents are speaking normal language, if they're explaining, it's already calm. The energy goes to the
Calm.
calm energy goes to the calm in the children. For children right now would be very nice also qigong. Qigong I already mentioned. Qigong is like playing with the energy. We can show a couple exercises, and actually kids like because it's a lot of imagination, and it's also can create their fantasy in the mind. But this is real, so kids can practice some qigong exercises. They also can have some dance lessons online, and they can also start meditation if they like it. But it's more of really of the parents.
So really finding our calmness and then connecting with with the
Kids.
child to
Yes.
transfer that.
Absolutely, because what they say in the old books that the child from 0 till 5 is the king, and from 5 till 16 it's the soldier. So from 5 till 16 the kids should listen to the parents, but after 16 they friends. Then you're done. They can't listen anymore. If they're this time period, they listen and they copy you like whatever
Are
they do.
there like different breathing meditations that kids can do, or the same breathing, like count?
They're for kids. It depends because they're very. You have to change every like 5 minutes. They get bored, so it's more kind of in a playful form. I can show some exercise if you guys put together a group. That would be easy to even Zoom and
Right.
show for the kids. But there is a lot of cool, interesting exercises to calm them, to increase energy, to work, and some of them get really excited and go with that and grow, and if they even get more applying to the school, because school is so right now on Zoom, it's really hard for
Right.
kids and to concentrate.
Yeah,
And
they can't connect. It's quite difficult for everybody, but especially for them because they can't relate, they can't connect. They're forced to do something and they do it, but there's just no. It's not a easy flow.
Absolutely, that's exactly the word. It's not an easy flow. So some exercises create easy flow. That's exactly what we do. We create easy flow. Yeah, there is possible. There are exercises for kids.
And you did introduce me to Qigong recently. I find it very interesting and very calming, and I feel like it's a well of information that I've only kind of just got introduced to. But I definitely look forward to learning more. I want to thank you for your time and for information you've presented to us. I know a lot of this is regurgitated, a lot of it is new. So I appreciate you taking the time. And if anybody is interested about learning more or reaching out to Dr. Plotkin, in her information is down below. Please feel free. And the resources that she has mentioned are also in the information below. So thank you so much, and I look forward to maybe doing another video with some more specific information that addresses our viewers.
Thank you very much for your time too.